This next little video takes you through our course syllabus. This year in remote learning, distance learning, we have to do things a little bit different. We're going to be finishing a year's worth of material in 17 weeks in just half a year. And that means that we're going to be moving a little bit faster. And so we have to do things a little bit different in addition to being just remote. So how do you succeed? Well, the most important thing that you can do to succeed in this class is two words: responsibility and communication. I'll do responsibility first. Traditionally in education, students are passive learners. You might think about this yourself, not in a bad way, but it's the nature of education. Students file into the classroom, you sit at your desk and you fold your hands and you patiently wait for the teacher to convey information and knowledge to you, and then you take tests to see how well you've understood that content. This year, it's going to be a little bit different. All students must take the responsibility to be active learners. And what an active learner is, what that means is that each day you get up and do your morning routine. If that's take a shower, eat breakfast, have your cup of coffee, be ready for your Zoom class, have your assignments done. If something is on paper, have your notes in front of you, your research, and then log on to your Zoom meeting. Be a little early. That's a good thing. Gives you a chance maybe to talk with the teacher a little bit. And then during the Zoom meeting, keep your video on. If you were in a regular classroom, I would not let you sit in the back of the room and pull a hoodie over your face and go to sleep. That just doesn't happen. And in our online classes, I'm going to ask that you keep your video on and engage in the learning. Our Zoom meetings will be relatively short, and so it is good practice and good communication and responsible learning to keep your video on. Your audio, you can mute if you think that there are things happening in the background that might be disturbing to other students. Another thing about our Zoom meetings is that we only use the chat window to ask questions, which I'll address at the appropriate time, or to communicate a problem that you might be having. The chat window is not for Instagram and personal messaging with other students. So the last thing on that, Zoom norms, is that the personal messaging feature is turned off. So if you're maybe used to that in your own use of Zoom, it's not available in the Beaverton School District version. All of our work will be through Canvas. And so that means go to Canvas, find the page for our work, and then look up that day's subject, what we're doing, and if it's an experiment, a demonstration, and engage in that lesson. Make sure that you're keeping up. If you miss 2 days in a row in our brick and mortar school, you could make that up. You could come to AT and you would have an opportunity to easily get back on track. Missing 2 or 3 days in our remote learning class at our accelerated pace is going to be hard. It's possible, but it's going to be hard. So you need to keep up with Canvas. Everything is in modules, and when we get to navigating the course, I will tell you about that. Please be on time for our Zoom meetings. Okay, I start on time every day, and I take attendance during our Zoom meetings. So please be there. The do's for distance learning. Do complete class activities and homework. Very important. As part of you being able to keep up and part of you being that responsible learner. Use good time management. You're going to have lots of stuff to do from all your different teachers and your online meetings. Use good time management. Try and develop that this year. It will serve you well in business and in college. Work with a study buddy, and I'm going to help you do that. We're going to do many things in partner just because it will help you to form those associations. And by study buddy, I don't mean your boyfriend, girlfriend, best friend. It's a somebody that you can meet with 10 minutes right after we get done with our Zoom meeting or at other times to be able to say, what went on today? How did it go? I missed out on this part, and you can help each other. Grading policy. We are doing grades. We are not going to give everybody a pass this term. So grades will be like they've always been, 1 through 4. And so all the grades will be kept in Synergy, which for you is Student View. I don't do grading in Canvas. But every assignment that you turn in will have a score associated with it. Other things you might need or find useful besides your Chromebook, probably pens, pencils, paper in a spiral notebook, calculator, because you're going to still be wanting to work out individual problems, perhaps take some other notes. And remember, whatever you do on paper, you can always take a picture of and submit it to your online notebook. We are going to be using an e-binder this year, and I'll be introducing that during the first week. So that's a quick walkthrough of our syllabus for this year.